Let's talk about wrestling. WWE Fastlane is the last stop on the road to WrestleMania and the final outing for a Smackdown exclusive pay-per-view. There are 6 matches planned for the card so far, so let's get into it and see how that might turn out. Becky Lynch and Naomi are taking on Natalya and Carmella, and let's just assume the babyfaces are going to win this one. After all, Carmella doesn't have to win any matches because she has that Money in the Bank briefcase, so technically all she needs to do is run down at the opportune moment, cash in, win one, and she's the champion. But if WWE was trying to build for something that would be a blow-off match at WrestleMania between the heels and the faces in this scenario, they might want to give the win to Natty and Carmella. Who knows though? Doesn't really matter. Let's move on. Shinsuke Nakamura is facing Rusev. And unfortunately, Rusev is going to lose on Rusev Day. The Bulgarian Brute's amazing appeal came out of nowhere and happened organically with Rusev Day picking up and spreading like wildfire. But it wasn't anything WWE really planned for, therefore he might get a couple really good matches, but there doesn't seem to be much room for him in the big title picture or up on the top of the card. So unfortunately, Rusev's going to lose. But on the other hand, we also get to watch Shinsuke Nakamura wrestle, and that's always fun, seeing that he's been left off Smackdown for the last month and a half, it seems. Charlotte Flair is taking on Ruby Riot, where the Nature Girl will defend her Smackdown Women's Championship, and let's just assume that Charlotte Flair is going to win this match, even though the Riot Squad might beg to differ, and then afterwards, if speculation is correct, Asuka might come out and make her final announcement as to who she wants to face at WrestleMania 34. If that happens, then it might be a good way to keep Asuka and Ronda Rousey away from each other, as Asuka's on SmackDown and Ronda's on Raw. Let's see if they can keep them separate until maybe WrestleMania 35. Who knows? That could be a main event match. Next, you got the Usos versus the New Day, and out of all the matches on the card, this is the biggest question mark to me, because either of these teams really deserve to go into WrestleMania 34 with the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I actually am rooting for the Usos on this one, because they've made a pretty compelling story about how they were left off of WrestleMania for years and years and years. For all 9 years, they've been down since day one-ish. The Usos have been left off WrestleMania, unless you count the kickoff show. On the other hand, the New Day are full of accolades and looking to pick up their 5th WWE Tag Team Championship. We'll just have to see how this one turns out. Either way, it's going to be an amazing match because these two teams know each other very well and can bring it. Bobby Roode versus Randy Orton is next for the United States Championship. For some reason, something's telling me we're going to have a glorious champion going into WrestleMania 34. I don't know. It's just something, and it tells me that Randy Orton is going to put Bobby Roode over. Randy Orton put Jinder Mahal over enough in 2017, and then last week as well, so we'll just have to see. It is interesting to me how Jinder Mahal was actually left out of the match, or the entire card for that matter, at Fastlane, so it wouldn't surprise me one bit to see the modern-day Maharaja come down and get involved in some way. Next, you got the 6-pack challenge. Thank you, John Cena. 6-pack challenge for the WWE Championship between AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and big match John Cena. Cena's still trying to get his road to WrestleMania, and he still doesn't have a match, or at least one that he wants, even though I'm sure Goldust would scrap with him again for a WrestleMania paycheck. But all signs point to AJ Styles pulling out the win, especially since he lost last week, giving us the impression that he could lose the match. Sami Zayn winning was quite unexpected and well-deserved, but something tells me that AJ Styles is going to be taking this championship all the way to WrestleMania 34, where he very well might drop it to Shinsuke Nakamura, or if WWE pays attention to New Japan at all, and let's face it, they probably don't. Shinsuke Nakamura might lose that match to make up for Wrestle Kingdom 10. Well, that is it for me. That is Fastlane. That's what I think. I'll be back to talk about what happened. As always, I'm Aaron Varble. You guys are great. Thank you so much. You have a good one. Bye.